advocating, when it comes to advocating for cancer, I'm not new to this, but I am true to this. I'm true to making sure that I give you accurate information as it relates to cancer in general, not just breast cancer, but cancer in general. So, there's so many different types of cancer out here as it relates to breast cancer, colon cancer. It's so many, prostate cancer, liver cancer. It's so many different cancers out here. And we know that the cancers they're not treated the same. We know that the mortality rate is not the same, especially when it comes to African Americans. So me advocating it's not a chore, but it's more of a purpose for me. And my purpose came along when I was diagnosed with cancer. So I decided I wasn't going to shut my mouth. I wasn't going to be quiet about breast cancer. I wasn't going to be quiet about cancer. So it chased me down. I didn't look to be a cancer advocate. I didn't want to be a cancer advocate, but going through cancer, any type of cancer, and you're still here. And I was diagnosed in 2013. Like, you have to say something. Even if you talk to one person and tell them your story and tell them the information that they need to know as it relates to your risk with cancer. So I'm going to continue to advocate for cancer warriors. And this is why Warriors Talk exists, because we advocate. Advocating is getting that information out there for individuals who may not know where to get a wig from. They may not know that you can get cancer funds when you're going through cancer if you're not able to pay your rent. They may not know that stuff. They may not know that they have a day where you can come and once you shave your head, they'll give you makeup. You have a day of beauty that day. Just different things that you can do to make the woman or the man feel whole again. Because we know going through cancer, sometimes, you don't feel whole. Sometimes you have to have body parts cut off and you don't feel whole. You don't feel like yourself. So there are programs and organizations out there that help you to feel whole again, because you do feel like a part of you is missing when you're going through cancer. So advocating is so important as it relates to individuals who have cancer, because not everybody has the strength to fight for themselves verbally. Not everybody has the strength, because when you're going through chemo, you're tired. You have no strength. You're tired mentally, you're tired physically, and you don't feel like fighting those battles. So it's important to have advocates out there that advocate for you so that you can concentrate on healing. So it's a passion of mine. It's a purpose of mine that, again, I didn't seek it. It claimed me. And since it wanted to claim me, I said, okay, I'm going to open my mouth and I'm not going to be quiet about my journey, about what I've been through. And then I'm going to encourage other individuals to talk about their stories so that other people can be educated, so that others can know, this can happen to me. It can happen to you. And so this is why Warriors Talk exists, because we want to make sure that we are empowering individuals into action for a healthier lifestyle. And this is before, during, and after cancer diagnosis. So even if you don't have a cancer diagnosis, then you can still take this information and apply it to your life. Don't just think that, I don't have no cancer diagnosis, so this doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does. It applies to everyone, even if you don't have a cancer diagnosis. And for those who are out of the battle, even though you're not in treatment anymore, you're still going through something. You may have, the side effects or the after effects of cancer, the aftermath of cancer. Sometimes things don't happen right away when cancer treatment is over. Sometimes it happens 2-3 years down the road, and you find out, oh, wow, now I have lymphedema. Now I have neuropathy, now I have chemo brain. Like, I didn't have these things before, but now, I'm fatigued all the time. I don't have the strength that I had before I went through this cancer diagnosis. So there's so many things that come after a cancer diagnosis and that you still need to have knowledge about your body. So don't just think that, I'm out of the cancer treatment, so I'm good. No, you still got to pay attention to your body. You still got to know what's going on before, during, and after cancer diagnosis. So that's why I advocate. I advocate because I really don't want anybody to get a cancer diagnosis. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. If I could prevent somebody from going through what I went through, then my job is done. My purpose is done. So this is why I fight. This is why I advocate. This is why I talk about cancer all the time. Is because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can, and you yourself is doing everything you can to prevent a cancer diagnosis. I'm not saying catch it early. I'm saying prevent. We want to prevent any type of cancer, right? And if you can do some things to do that, then I say get on it right now. Don't wait until you start feeling sick or somebody in your family get cancer. Start doing it now. Start advocating for yourself now. And that means what that looks like is talking to your doctor and saying, hey, somebody in my family had cancer. What is my risk? Or even if you don't have a family history, but you're a woman and you have breasts and you are maybe 35 to 45 years old, 50. Okay, just because you're a woman and just because you have breasts, then you're at risk for breast cancer. So you need to be talking to your doctor to see how early do I need to get in here for these screenings. Now, we know that when we do our annual appointments that our doctors should be doing our clinical breast exams, right? So make sure that the doctor is doing that. Make sure that, if they feel or see anything, that they are recommending you to go get the necessary testing.